All right. So the recording is going. I got the chat up on the side. So I've added a new browser overlay. I'm hoping that my chat will be able to show up on the stream. Uh, that's how it used to work back in the day. We'll see if it still works that way. I say back in the day. I was wrong when I was saying that the last time I was making content was 2021. It was actually closer to like the late 2023, somewhere around there. Of when I was looking at my YouTube uploads, I'm like, oh, I was still uploading as of 2023. Okay, neat. I was way off. All right, so let's go back into. Oh, whoops. There we go. The Legend ZA. So yeah, basically, just I just need 1,000 wins. Oh my god, 1,000 battle wins in order to get the shiny charm, which feels excessive, and I feel like whatever a-hole came up with that number at GameFreak or Nintendo or whoever specifically worked on Legend ZA was a sadist. All right. Oh, that's not the button I meant to hit. Ice Fang that dude. Yeah. All my dudes are level 100s. So they're not getting anything from this. Liquidation. Yeah. Liquidation is just a solid, powerful move. Why not? Okay, so I was about halfway to getting my challenger ticket. Very nice. God, I'm still so far away, though. Like, what am I at? 302 on the battles for the shiny charm? 311. Okay, that's better than I thought, but it's still so far away from 1,000. God. And that's over the course of the, like, roughly 40 hours I've played. Like, I've gotten 300 battles. Oh my god. I wasn't exactly focusing on battles, though, so I'm hoping, if I actually just, like, bite the bullet and focus down a little bit. How could they not see me? I think it's silly that they don't register my giant alpha Pokemon. They should really fix that. Flamethrower, please. Yeah. Latent Regard! Ooga booga. Hey, type something else real quick. I'm trying to test... Oh, whoops. I'm trying to test to see if the new overlay I put in is showing chat on my on OBS. Latent Regard. That's my buddy Patrick. I was pimping his YouTube earlier. Guess I could always try typing something in. Ooga booga. Okay, it's not working. Ugh. Finally got logged back into my Twitch and changed my username because someone made me feel very self-conscious about mine. Okay. I want you to, like, the Papman's a cool name. But when you think about accessibility, like, yes, I chose the name Existential, which very few people can spell, so I didn't exactly choose an accessible name. However, it's still a relatively, straightforward word. I don't have a bunch of 3s and 4s thrown in there. I was just thinking about, like, we need to make your thing very searchable. And when I looked it up, I'm like, oh yeah, just look up the Papman. And then I'm like, oh, never mind. The with a 3, Pat with a 4. Like, it's like, ooh. You gotta make it as accessible as possible. And Latent Regard is a good one. What's so hard about that? I mean, you're not wrong. You typed it wrong right there. You typed it wrong. You had a 3 in place of that E on the. See, even you can't type it right. Oh, no. You son of a bitch. Ah, how dare you turn around and see me. Flamethrower. Way to go, Klingon Hell. Way to go. Oh, Roserade. Not my fault. I typed the 3. It got auto-corrected. Okay, that's... Okay. You and I have had many discussions about this. Autocorrect is a B. Autocorrect is a giant B. So yes, I can forgive autocorrect. Damn it, it looks like my overlay didn't go through. That's a bummer. I was hoping on the recording on OBS people would be able to see that. Oh well, I'll have to try something else. I didn't use Streamlabs. I could very easily set up a workable overlay for Twitch chat on Streamlabs, but something about Streamlabs just kind of rubs me the wrong way. They gave me a big warning when I was signing in. Not a warning, but like a big like, yeah, we're gonna be able to post ads whenever we want, and we're gonna be able to like, you know, like add stuff to your chat whenever we want. And it's like I don't really want you to do that. So I found a service I thought sounded really good. Or at least I found a YouTube video that pimped something. But it doesn't seem to be working, so it must not be very good. I found a thing called JChat, which seemed like it was fairly straightforward and didn't require you to sign over all your permissions to your Twitch. But yeah, I guess I might just end up going for Streamlabs because I really want to have the chat overlay. But I'll do more research and see if I can figure it out. So how's your day going, Latent Regard? I'll just start referring to you as Latent Regard. We gotta get that name out there, that brand recognition. It's Latent Regard. Oh no, where'd you come from? Was he standing there the whole time? You just watched me beat that woman up? What's wrong with you? Alright, breaking swipe. That did not finish off. Whoops. Stun disc. I did find out you can simul stream to YouTube and Twitch from OBS, which I may try. Oh yeah, I need to look into that. Yeah, because I'd love to simul stream on both. Oh, I hit electric by mistake. I know how I can make an overlay so long as OBS recognizes PNG transparency. It does. I've done my own custom overlays before with pictures, using PNGs to create specific transparency. So I can guarantee you that does work. Like on the old Streamlabs overlays I had some custom, just very basic text graphics for, like on the bottom left of my screen, I think it just said my name, like Existential Turtle. And on the bottom right, it said one of my various social medias. And I made it so the black was transparent, if memory serves. Just using a PNG. At work for the next hour. Very nice. Well, maybe not very nice, but like, yeah, that's solid. Latent regard because it's not blatant disregard. Oh, snap. Oh, things are getting real up in here. Apparently this is where I came from. Alright, Tandy. Let's go look down here. That's right, I named my Dragonite Tandy. It helps that I was watching Last Man on Earth when I was naming this Dragonite. Let's get over to that rooftop. Because I can fly. He can fly, he can fly. He can sing. Thunder Punch. So you have any chance to do any more gaming since the last time it came up? Because I think that was a couple of days ago I asked how your gaming was going. I don't think I asked you yesterday. I don't think. Ice Punch. Freeze him. Freeze. Freeze in hell. There we go. Saw all my shinies. I actually was wrong. I have more shinies than that. Those like 47 boxes or however many I have right there, those are just the shinies that I have obtained or caught that are under my trainer names. I forgot to factor in all the shinies I have in boxes that I've gotten from other people's trades. So I actually have more shinies than that. Have not had game time video. Oh, you don't see me up here. Ignore the fact that there's a giant Dragonite that's about to punch your Medicham. Nice. Game time this afternoon, though. That's very nice. I may just work on the Half-Life Alyx video. I would love to see that Half-Life Alyx video. I was definitely talking about that one earlier because I'm very excited to see how your like full VR like opinion video is gonna go. Because frankly, I don't have any experience with VR, and I am very curious to hear what your experience was, like in more detail. Oh, Kangaskhan is a toughie. They're usually bullet sponges. So let's see if Ice Punch will freeze you. Oh, took you out in one hit. I did not expect Big Mama to go down like that. Neat. Alright, Thunder Punch. Wow. Alright, Tandy, you are really strong. Alright, switch out to Croc Brown. Ice Fang. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've definitely gotten used to the combat in this game, that's for sure. It's very different. It takes some getting used to, that's for sure. But, yeah, I like it. And when I say some getting used to, like, it wasn't that much of a learning curve. Like, just kind of took a bit of a mental readjustment. So I watched through our whole Phasma stream this morning to get timestamps for YouTube shorts and posted a couple. And you know what? They're doing pretty well. So it turns out I like listening to us jabber. You know what? I had that on as background noise while I was trying to figure out the chat overlay situation. And I liked, like, I saw a couple of your shorts that you put out. I guess he's not a Monty Python fan. Like, that was a pretty good one. But I also just had our back and forth going, and I was really happy to hear that both of us had audio. Like, really, really happy to hear that. Because it would have been terrible if it was just me talking for 2 hours. I would have hated that. Alright, let's heal up my boys really quick. I like this Pokemon Center, even though there's closer ones. It's my first Pokemon Center. I'm loyal. And this is the, their name isn't Joy. This is the nurse that actually battles you, which is really cool. She's like she's sadistic. That makes me really like her. Like, she kind of got off on the idea of crushing me. And I was like, oh, okay. Huh. You're a nurse, right? Like, you're in the medical profession. Like, you want to hurt me that bad? Neat. I delisted the stream VOD and uploaded my local recording. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's still so weird that the stream VOD didn't have your voice. Do you know what happened? I know why, though, and I know how to fix it moving forward. Okay, never mind. You just answered that question. Damn it, it's so annoying to me that the chat overlay I set up isn't working. Try that. Let's see if that setting changes anything. Probably not. If not, then I'll just remove that overlay and maybe set up Streamlabs later. Or reset it up, I guess, because I had it set up before. I used to, before I just officially decided that I preferred OBS, I was using Streamlabs OBS for a while. And it's basically the exact same thing as OBS. It might as well be. Only it works with Streamlabs more directly, so it made the overlays even simpler to put on. What am I doing? I got my challenger ticket, right? So let's go take care of my challenge battle. Yeah. I've only got another, like, 685 battles left to go. Jesus. Like, seriously, somebody at GameFreak is a sadistic prick. Sadistic. Oh, yeah, the chat's still not showing up. Alright, I'm just gonna remove that source. Yeah, alright. Why have it there wasting space when it's not working? It didn't recognize my channel 2 on OBS, which is where voice was moving forward. I'm going to record voice in-game to channel 1, just desktop to channel 2, and voice to channel 3. So when I go to edit long plays, I can just delete channel 1, but all audio should come through streams without channel 2 or 3. Okay, very nice. I like it. Wait. If you wish to take part, you will need... Oh, I didn't secure a challenger ticket? Oh, I must have been close. I thought I got it. Damn it. All right. Let's go find a bench. Ugh. I only know one spot where I can specifically always find a bench. I know they're everywhere, but like... There's a bench I like using over here. By, Wild Area 4. Though there's one by the coffee shop also. I should probably go there. Probably be faster. In the future. So, Patrick... or sorry, latent regard. How far are you into Legends EA, by the way? Are you still at the same spot you were saying last time? Yeah, the anti-homeless benches. Yeah, only they aren't... Lumio City doesn't seem to criminalize the homeless, unlike the United States. Oh! Did I just go there? I just went there. This guy's political. Oh, I don't want to watch him. Yup. I haven't played since last weekend. Still okay. Rank W. Okay. What is the last thing story-wise then that happened? I'm just curious where you are in the story, and I don't specifically remember the story by letter. That's what I'm really curious about. Oh, damn it. Don't see me. You saw me. Liquidation, please. I will say, Patrick, and this isn't a spoiler, but, because it's not surprising that you're going to be able to catch the legendaries at all. But, yesterday, I think it was yesterday early, I finally did the Zygarde fight. And I gotta tell you, man, that fight was the best fight in the game. Like, that is maybe the best legendary fight I've ever had in a video game, in a Pokemon video game. I just got let off the leash, like I was sent out to rank up in the Royale, and nothing significant has happened since. Let off the leash. All right, all right. Oh, so is that then when the officially the open world just becomes actually an open world? I think it is. Okay. Yeah, because you eventually hit a story point where effectively you can finally just start exploring the city. But I know it takes a minute. Yeah, eat that, Barbaracle. Oof. Not a favorite of mine. I got nothing against Barbaracle. Definitely not a favorite. Oh, I have a fun fact here. So I was thinking about this the other day when I was playing Legends EA. I was thinking about how I think so many Pokemon are awesome and so many Pokemon are cute and so many Pokemon are just like badass. And I started asking myself the question, are there any Pokemon I just cannot stand? Like any Pokemon at all I just cannot stand. And I started thinking about some of the ones that are less popular, like Klefki or Trubbish, and you know what? I even like them. There's one Pokemon in the entire franchise that I do not like. I don't like its design, I don't like the lore behind it, and I don't like anything about it. And it's the damn Tumbleweed from Scarlet and Violet. It's a sentient tumbleweed. Like, what the hell was GameFreak thinking? Like, the design is so boring. It's just a tumbleweed with eyes. And it's not even like a clever tumbleweed. And, like, with almost every other Pokemon in the entire Pokedex, I can be like, oh, that's cute, that's cool, that's neat. That Pokemon, I don't get it. What were they thinking? Yeah, the tumbleweed. Dude, one day, you gotta just look up the tumbleweed. I don't even remember the name of it. That's how forgettable the tumbleweed was. But I don't like it. It's the only Pokemon I just don't see the point of. Trubbish is at least cute. Trubbish is adorable. And Garbodor is actually pretty cool and pretty strong in a lot of the games. in Scarlet and Violet, not Scarlet and Violet, in Sword and Shield, they gave it a Gigantamax form, so it had like a special moveset and special stats. And also, I love my Garbodor. I named him Trash Ketchum. Yeah, I was very happy with that name. And I'm looking forward to bringing him into this game in the future. Alright, so I got my battle ticket. Yeah, Trubbish is adorable. I did a sketch of Trubbish a while back, along with a bunch of other lesser thought of Pokemon. It's kind of a little love letter to the underdogs. So, I know Trubbish was in there. Bellsprout, I think, was in there. Love Disc was in there. Like some Pokemon that just people look down at. And those are the ones that I think need the love the most. So here's one of my favorite questions. What's your favorite disturbing, eerie, or needlessly dark Pokedex entry? Easy. That's the balloon. Oh, what's the balloon's name? Oh, there's so many Pokemon. Drifloon? Yeah, because I think it's Loon, not Blim. It's the pre-evolution. Drifloon. Yeah, Drifloon. Because it carries away children. And it's like, oh my god. That's so dark. I love how dark the lore behind Drifloon is. But, there's 4 Pokemon. Yeah, no, it makes no sense how they put that into a franchise that's largely, not solely, but largely advertised to children. That here's a Pokemon that will just abduct children. But, going on slightly less dark notes, there's 4 Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet called the Treasures of Ruin. And I absolutely love the lore behind the Treasures of Ruin. Because they're basically, there were 4 like series of objects from ancient times that were around like human greed and war and hatred. And they all got infused with all of that human disgustingness and developed sentience, and Pokemon formed around those emotions. And so like Chien Pao and Chi Yu and Wo Chien, and like there's 4 Pokemon that just have like the neatest lore behind them. Yeah, Gengar has some great ones. There's also another Ghost Pokemon's lore I really love from like a kind of a heartfelt standpoint. Baynet. Baynet is a really good one. There's an episode of the anime, the one of the good seasons on Netflix. One of the ones where Ash is actually like being smart and doing mature stuff. One of the last seasons. They find a Baynet, and they explain the lore behind it, where it's basically like a Toy Story. So it's a toy that was lost or abandoned, and over the course of years and years, that sadness coalesced into a ghost Pokemon that took form inside the essence of a doll that yearns to find its previous owner. And I love the lore behind that. Oh, it's so juicy. And it's always ghost Pokemon. You're right about that. Also, that was a great episode of the anime. The last 3 seasons with Ash had really good episodes that really highlighted the likability of several Pokemon. They had a great Magnemite episode that made me just want to hug every Magnemite in the world. They had a great Flabebe episode, which actually made me kind of see the value in Flabebe for the first time. Not to be mean to Flabebe. They had a great Baynet episode. Like, yeah, they had a few really great episodes. All right, who the hell is Zavi, and why am I fighting him? He's not an NPC I'm familiar with. Did I fight this kid before? See, this is what I was talking about on my earlier stream today. Like, the tournaments don't feel like they're that special anymore, because here's this 5-year-old that's just like, I'm gonna fight you with everything I have. Like, come on. Like, I'm an adult. Come on. And here's this grade schooler. They even call him Zavi the grade schooler. I mean, at least he has a Scolipede. What level is it? Go Croc Brown. Your ice move should jack this thing up. Okay, level 68. I mean, that's not nothing. Oh, this is the ranked W match? Okay, I didn't remember this guy at all. Oh, Roserade, also weak to ice. Because ice kills plants. And you know what? You're probably going to use grass, so come on, Klingon hell. And you use a water psychic. Come on, Tandy. Finish it with a Thunder Punch. Yeah. You know what? Let's give Callisto some love here. You know, my 4th favorite Jupiter moon needs a little more love. That was a good choice. Also, Night Slash. Kill it in 1 hit. What else you got, nerd? Being pressed into a corner is what pushes me to get serious. Don't I sound cool when I say that? No. No, you don't, kid. You really don't. Furfrau. Oh, I don't want to hurt a dog. Kill it. Kill it fast so I don't know what's happening. I don't want to hurt a dog, but Callisto will. Even when I tried to get good in the ZA Royale, I still never stood out in class. Can't catch a break. They spelled good wrong. It should be G-U-D. Thank you very much. And they spelled get wrong. It should be G-I-T. Congratulations. You've now claimed victory in 5 reward matches. A heavy ball. Wow, okay. Okay, some EXP candy. That's neat. Wow, those were very lackluster rewards. Might as well have been like, here's a can of soda. It's like, wow, thanks. Back in the day, not to sound old again, because I'm only in my 30s, but back in my day, you used to get real rewards for completing Elite 4 level content. Now here's a heavy ball. Here's a Pokeball you'll never use. Is that how you got such heavy balls? Oh, snap. Snap, crackle, and pop. All over your face. Yep. Okay, enough of that. Oh, latent regard. What do you bring out in me? Alright, make opposing Pokemon drowsy. I don't have any moves that can do that. At least not on these Pokemon. Hello, Bridget. Goodbye, Bridget. Your Diggersby is knocked out before you even knew you were in a fight, which seems like it should be bullshit for a tournament, that you can sneak attack. Like, that feels like it's very bullshitty. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So if you're just a ninja, you can just immediately give yourself a leg up in every fight. It's like, oh, they knocked out my heavy because they were lurking in a bush and they threw an ice beam at him. It's like, oh, okay. Sweet. Yeah, you're a really skilled trainer because you hid. So yeah, there's the little things about the game where I'm just like, does that really make sense? But I mean, I could let that stuff go because that's me trying to rationalize the rules in a fictitious, you know, cockfighting tournament. So I could let that kind of stuff go. What I can't let go of are the actual, like, the actual technical things that annoy me. So, one thing that does genuinely annoy me in this game, and from what I've seen online, it's almost pretty universal, the loading screen whenever it switches from day to night, and vice versa. I don't know how often you've ran into that one, Pat, but that loading screen is really annoying. Like, really annoying. More than that, it also can just interfere with battles and alphas, and like if you're in the middle of a battle while it's going on, it'll just completely negate and undo any of the work done. Yeah, you're gonna get even more sick of that as time goes on. Like, there were a couple of times I was, like, before I was really, like, good leveled, I was fighting things way above my station. I was doing the standard video game thing, where it's like, oh, I'm level 4 in Destiny, but that's a level 20 knight. I'm gonna stay here until I kill it for the next 2 hours. Like, I was very much doing that. Like, I was level I think 32, and I found a level 50 Alpha Arbok on a rooftop, and I'm just like, I want to beat that thing. It's not even that I'm going to try to catch it, even though I will throw a ball, but I want to beat it. I have to beat it. And I eventually beat it, but there was one time, whoops. There was one time I was very close, and then the day-night cycle switched over, and it undid all the progress. And that pissed me off. Like, that really pissed me off. I was fighting the Alpha Bellsprout once when it hit, and had to start the fight over. Yeah. Luckily, you were just on a Bellsprout, so it's, you know, even though it's an Alpha Bellsprout, it's still a Bellsprout, as opposed to a level 50 Arbok. But, like, that pissed me off, man. And then there was another time. This one wasn't a battle, but I was running around a Wild Zone 20 trying to farm out an Alpha Charmander. And I had finally gotten one to spawn, but I didn't realize that the day-night cycle was about to switch over. And so, like, as I ran up to it to throw the Ultra Ball, the day-night cycle switched over, and when the game cut back in, it wasn't an Alpha anymore. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Alright, my mug, lunchtime done. Gotta get back to work, but we'll continue to lurk. Hey, I'm always happy to have you around, man. I'm glad you got to pop in for a minute. Hopefully next time I stream, I am gonna have the chat overlay figured out. I really just didn't want to use Streamlabs, but I guess I'm gonna use Streamlabs. Unless I can find some other option. Oh, it's actually the vendor fighting me? Oh, I didn't... That's cool. I didn't know they do that. Yeah, that's right. I'm not gonna let you use your electric Pokemon against my water Pokemon. Look at that. I have a brain. Oh, okay. I'm like, why can't I target you? Because you're doing Mega. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. No, that was awesome having my my bud hop in. Hopefully we get some more people in chat down the road. Oh, right. I was treating this area like it was like I was just going shopping. Oh, that's why breaking swipe didn't work. I always forget you're a part fairy type. Damn it. Fairy types, for some reason, trip me up. Like, I just always forget what they're weak to. What are they weak to? Steel Pokemon? I think they're weak against steel. Something else. Not bug. Well, steel if nothing else. Which I don't think any of my current Pokemon have a steel move. Yeah, I have no steel or ground moves on any of my Pokemon, which I hate that I don't have that coverage. But, you know, it happens. Steel and ice. Would ice be super effective against a fairy? I'll have to try it next time I find a fairy move. Or fairy Pokemon. I know ice is dragon. Like, effective against dragon. Alright, well, you're not a fairy. Damn it. Breaking swipe. Break him. I will break you. I will rip you like tissue paper. Houndoom. Will you? Will you be my doom now? He will not. That's mean of me. I really like Houndoom. Why am I pooping on Houndoom? Like, Houndoom's one of my 6 main Pokemon. Like, the team I have with me right now... Ooh, knock out opponents with Mega Evolved Pokemon. I can do that. Dark-type moves. Alright. So if I get Sneak Attack with your Night Slash, and if I Mega Evolve you, I might be able to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, Callisto. Ah! See if you can take out a Charizard in one hit. You can! Actually, didn't think that would work. Of course you have two of the heaviest hitters in the game. Alright. My Callisto is a god. My Absol is a god. You know, I'm sad that Callisto isn't an alpha. I do have an alpha Absol. I was very excited when I found my alpha Absol. But I have the emotional connection with this Absol. And I'm very big on that with my main teams. Like, if this, like, I actually happened to find that Alpha Bellsprout pretty early in the game. And so it became my main Pokemon very early on. The same with Greethor, the same with Dratini. I just happened to stumble across it on a rooftop, and it was an Alpha. But Callisto was the first Mega Pokemon you fight. And I have an emotional connection with it. I actually care about it now. Kaylee has that same Absol, and it's the lead on her team right now. It's a damn good Absol. Like, it's psychotically good. Here, let me look at its stats. I've trained this thing up. It has a 438 attack power. That's crazy. Although that might only say 438 because it's Mega Evolved right now. Because that feels high. That feels really high. I think normally it's like 300 something, but it's still really good. Oh, damn it. Oh, you're putting spikes down? I don't think so. Alright, I want to take you out with a dark move, but I guess you'll take yourself out. Damn, the Mega ran out. Oh well. Hopefully it was just get Mega hits and not knock out. It was knockout. Damn it. Alright. But yeah, this Absol is pretty awesome. And of course, I've already I've made it as good as it can possibly be. So I've EV and IV trained it because I am very good at Pokemon. And I know how to do that very easily. I've learned a lot from all the years of shiny hunting. I've just learned a bunch of random stuff along the way. So if you look at his stats, or her stats, it's a female Absol. It's already hyper trained, and it's already EV trained. Oh yeah. Best attack, best speed. Let's go here. There's a bench, I think, closer to this not suspicious, not shady at all coffee cart. Completely legitimate people running a completely legitimate coffee cart. There's nothing weird going on there with those people. Kill some time here. Yes. They just make damn good coffee. I'm glad I don't drink coffee anymore, by the way. I don't miss coffee. Oh, they are awesome, though. They have a freaking Charizard just standing outside their stall. That's freaking cool. That's why I call them suspicious. Why do these two have a Charizard? That's sus, right? I don't know. It feels sus to me. Let's go to this one. I'll start spreading the rumor that they're up to no good. I solemnly swear that they are up to no good. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Night Slash. Yeah. Well, Night Slash. I guess we'll stick with what works. Oh, I did lose my cards. Oh, okay, I thought the cards stayed in between. That's why I was still using Absol's dark moves. Oh well. Cess Levi. That's right, turn around. Turn your back to me. Oh, would have been Absol versus Absol. But instead, I'll just burn you alive. God, this is going to be a lot of battles to get the shiny charm. I don't even really care about the shiny charm. There's no new shinies for me to get. I just want to get it so I know I got it. It's the completionist in me. It's like, son of a bitch. But every shiny that I could possibly get with it, the only thing that would be cool would be getting alpha versions of the Pokemon that have never been alphas before. So like I was saying in my previous stream, the Pokemon I want most as a shiny is Alpha Furfrou. Because I really love Furfrou as a Pokemon. I think it's cute. And I think it has a really neat little shtick to it where you can change its appearance. So I would love to get an alpha one of those, and a shiny charm would really help with that. Alright, immediately knock out with your first move. Okay, here's one of the things that annoys me. When they get stuck on geometry. It happens a lot. Like, so that's something that's very frustrating. The AI does not handle unexpected geometry very well. I would actually call that a genuine criticism of the game. I still love the game. That is a genuine criticism. Like, they needed to refine that a little bit more. Make the AI a little bit better. Oh, you want a Mega versus a Mega Houndoom? Alright, let's do this. Thunder Fang. Sludge Bomb. Yeah, my Mega Houndoom beats your Mega Houndoom. Yeah. That was petty. Yeah, I'll take a coffee. Thank you. It's the one thing I like getting from them. Because I don't really care when they offer me an item. But I love when they... Well. I love when they offer me, I like how I jumped off the roof to maintain my stealth. I like when they offer you a heal afterwards, because it saves you on the resources. Oh. Yeah, pathfinding is a bit jank, but that can be patched, and I bet it will. You know, that's why I'm not too overly concerned about it, because I really think they will patch that. Like, I think some of the future updates will address that issue. But currently, that is a criticism I have, because it's something I've ran into numerous times. Where it's usually on rooftops that I run into this. One issue I've been running into a lot is Pokemon running off of an elevated surface and still trying to maintain the battle. And that is super jank. Like, it's... Ooh, I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it looks. It's no bueno. Alright, come on, target him and jump up there. Flamethrower. Oh, I guess you actually can't jump up there. So never mind, I retract that flamethrower. Uh-oh. Don't see me. Damn it. And he puts up his fists. What are you gonna do, fight me? You're a grown man and I am a child. You will fight me, I will send you to prison. You son of a bitch. Alright, good. I needed you to send out a steel Pokemon because my fire will burn that steel down. Yeah. Alright, take out this Ampharos, please. Oh, and look, he's... Oh, it made it. Okay. Sometimes I've noticed with ranged moves, they'll use them behind cover and it'll still hit the cover. Another part of the pathing issues that the AI runs into. But with the shrubbery, shrubbery, like flamethrower still goes through it, so that's good. Because that does really annoy me when the pathing leads them to use their attack against an obvious wall, as opposed to just going around the wall and shooting them. Like, that can be very... Oh! Whoops. Greethor! No! You son of a bitch! Ice beam! Or ice punch. I thought that would finish you. Alright. Thunder punch. Hang on. I hate my Pokemon being fainted. So I will revive Greethor just to make me feel better. My Gen 2 loving ass still gets me excited when Gen 2ers like Houndoom and Ampharos pop up. Ampharos is an all-timer for me. Ampharos is pretty awesome. I thought early on that Ampharos was going to become one of my mains. But then I ended up getting that Alpha Raichu, or that Alpha Pikachu. And suddenly I found myself with that as my electric Pokemon, and Rachel Wool got put to the wayside. But Ampharos is pretty awesome. Oh, I love macaroni. Oh, I've been so hungry. Alright. I've almost got a challenger ticket. I'm definitely not doing this as fast as I was doing it when I wasn't recording. I get real distracted talking and find myself oftentimes not actively going for my goals. Oh, Patrick. One thing I really love that this game has done is not only does it make you think about certain moves in a different way, because now real-time combat makes certain moves viable where in the past they weren't, but this game also makes it so a lot of the items that I've never paid attention to throughout pretty much the course of Pokemon suddenly became the most useful thing in the universe. Like, throughout pretty much every Pokemon game, I never found myself using potions or full heals because the situations never really came up. Maybe an occasional full heal, but like for the most part, I never found myself really using any of those because my Pokemon never really were in those kind of positions. But in this game, I actually found the heal items and the status restore items invaluable. Like, I found myself using them constantly. And I love that the game kind of pushed me to think like that. Like, some of the Mega Battles, I think I only won because I had a Hyper Potion up my sleeve to actually keep my dude alive long enough to win the fight. And that's so neat. Ha! Got it just in time. Always got hoarded for the Elite Four for me. Yeah, like, yeah, sure, the Elite Four would suddenly get used for everything else. But in this game, I found myself using all of that stuff all the time. And that's crazy, because I never would do that before. There's a few fights in particular in this game that are really, really good. Like, you get a fight later on in the game. In the post-game, there's a fight that's one of the hardest Pokemon battles I've ever done. The dude's Pokemon are like almost level 90. And they aren't slouches. They attack fast, they hit hard. It was a fun fight. It was a very fun fight. Just like the mega fight with Zygarde. Zygarde's like mid-80s, so he's already no slouch. But the battle itself is freaking awesome. And it just keeps going, too. Like, every time you think, like, oh, I beat him now. Phase 2. It's like, oh, I beat it. Phase 3. It's like, son of a bitch. Yeah, 90's high for an NPC. That might be the highest. In I believe it was Soul Silver. Pokemon Soul Silver. You get to, at the very end of the game, after you've beaten the game, after you've done all the post-contents, you get to climb Mount Silver, and you get to fight Red, the protagonist from the original Pokemon games, who canonically has already gone through his whole adventure in Red, Blue, and Yellow, and is just like the world champion. And he's a badass just meditating on top of a snowy mountain that nobody climbs because it's too dangerous for some reason. And his Pokemon are all like high 80s, I think, and it was already considered one of the toughest fights in Pokemon. Yeah, for me, Soul Silver, but yes, those games were phenomenal. And then I do have to say, as I know they got mixed receptions, but like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the Diamond Pearl remakes for the Nintendo Switch, they have Cynthia in the Elite Four. So they have a cool thing in that game. Like, the games themselves are, like, I enjoyed them, but they didn't really add anything new. If anything, they were almost too faithful of the recreations. But they have a scaling Elite Four, which is really cool. So if you can beat the game, get to the Elite Four is all at a certain level. Then if you progress even further in the post game and do certain things like catch legendaries or whatnot, when you go back to the Elite Four, they're a higher level and they all have competitive items equipped. And then if you do like another thing, they're even higher levels and have even more competitive items equipped. So the Elite Four actually becomes a genuine challenge in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And Cynthia is crazy strong. Like, crazy strong. And you can't undo it. You can't lower her level ever again. Yeah, that was the thing I liked most about the Diamond Pearl remakes. Because it actually added a real challenge to repeating the Elite Four. Because in the past, like, oh, I've beaten the Elite Four, I'll do it again. Like, but the fact that it actually scales and becomes tougher, that's really cool. And it uses items that only real players ever use in like the battle facility stuff, like Battle Maison, Battle Tree, you know, the fancy stuff, the battle towers. Hey, Gwen is my opponent. I like Gwen. She had a cool story. The funny thing about this game, in relation to NPCs, I think I liked every NPC. Like, every time you think they might be introducing a douchebag or a bad guy, you learn a little bit more about them, and it's like, oh, they're not that bad. Like, they're not that bad at all. Like, if I existed in this world, I think I'd be part of the Rust Syndicate. Like, yeah, I think I would be. And at first, when you start finding out about the Rust Syndicate, it's like, wait, so they're the Mafia? What's going on? Like, this is dark. Yeah, even Volo was likable. There's actually a museum in this game, too, that talks about some of the characters from Arceus. And there's information that leads you to believe that Volo is still alive thousands of years later. So he really is immortal. I think that's a neat little piece of lore. I like that. Yeah, Arceus, though, had great characters. And I think that, and this is just my personal opinion, I think this game really continued that trend. I liked all but one character. There's one character in this game, never mind. There's one character I never liked. Even at the end of the game, I did not like her in any way, shape, or form. She actually annoyed me. I don't remember her character name, but she pops up a lot throughout the game as a purple hologram. And her character makes me want to put my fist through a wall. It's like, I would not get along with you if you were a real human being. Like, that's the only character in the entire game I didn't like. But even she's a nice character, even though I didn't like her. She's just annoying. She was so uptight, and she's one of those people that thinks she can throw her money around and just the whole world should bow to her whim. And I don't like people like that. They seem to suggest he was old as fuck, or at the very least, old as balls in Arceus. Yeah, that's right. Well, Pokemon has a history of doing some shady things with people. Like, quasi-immortality is a thing, canonically, in Pokemon. Both the video games and the animes. Dark Pulse, please. Kill this ghost. Alright. If I'd Mega'd before I used Dark Pulse, it probably would have been a one-hit. Sorry, Gwen. But I think you and your brother are really cool as characters. Ooh, that's a useful item. I'll take that. Alright, let's go get myself another Challenger Pass. Then they subtly suggest that the spooky lady who sends you after the genies was actually Cynthia just way in the past. Did they suggest that? I don't remember them suggesting that, though I do very much remember the spooky lady that sends you after the genies. She was fun. There were parts of her that sometimes reminded me of Jester's hag. You know, I sprinkled that with the dust of deliciousness. That hag. Something about her. I don't know. I know that the implication is in the game that Volo is Cynthia's ancestor, but I don't know if there's anybody that's actually like Cynthia in the past. At least nothing I remember. I'll have to Google that when I get a chance. All I know is Volo was very cool. He was a refreshing take on a Pokemon villain, because a lot of times the villains fall very flat. Like, with the exception of, like, XY, which had a really interesting villain that was so interesting they brought him back in this game. But most of the villains in most of the Pokemon games are actually very forgettable. Oh. Like the Team Aqua and Magma bosses, I don't even remember their names. They were not that interesting. There wasn't a lot of nuance. I guess I remember Giovanni, but he wasn't even really a straight-up villain. He was just kind of a temporary antagonist. He was more of an anti-hero. Or at least that's how he was kind of portrayed in that game. Like, he honorably lets you... Like, he disbands his criminal organization honorably because a child beat him. A criminal wouldn't do that. A criminal would just shot the child. Done. But yeah, I can't think of a lot of memorable villains in Pokemon games. I mean, the Diamond Pearl villain, I don't remember his name, but I do remember his story. That was interesting. I mean, I only remember his story, though, I think, because... Oh, switch Pokemon. He will mess up my Doc Croc. Flamethrower. I mainly remember the Diamond Pearl villain's story because I, like a year and a half ago, played through Brilliant Diamond, so it's sort of fresh in my head. I feel like that was a year and a half ago. End of 2023-ish. Dude, I just one-hit KO'd your Delibird, and so you send out another Delibird? I'm confused by your tactics. Go, Weedle. Oh no, you beat my Weedle. Go, Metapod. Oh no, you beat my Metapod. Go, Metapod. Oh, there you are. Oh, no, you beat my Metapod again. Go, Caterpie. Dude, what are you doing? Just stop being a Pokemon trainer. Go, Metapod. Go, another Metapod. There's something about that I'll always find funny. Ooh. There's a lot of people down there. How do I get down there? Probably the staircase. My Caterpie evolved into a Metapod. My Metapod, my main Metapod, will never become a Butterfree. I have denied him that. Because he's level 100. I bred for back during the Alpha Sapphire days, back on the 3DS. I remember going in circles for like hours, breeding Caterpie to get myself a shiny Caterpie. Also, I can get myself an orange Metapod that I would then level to 100 and just forever trap as a Metapod. I named him Ron Howard because Ron Howard directed the movie Cocoon. Which is actually a really good movie. Damn it, Greethor, I'm so sorry. I've let Greethor get knocked out so many times and I don't feel good about it. But yeah, Ron Howard has been I mean, he doesn't really do anything on any of my teams, but I've had him for years now. I feel like I hatched him in like 2013, 2012. It's a long time ago. I've brought him into all the games and gotten him all the ribbons. Well, all the championship ribbons. Not all the ribbons, that'd be crazy. I only have a handful of Pokemon that are even close to being ribbon masters. Whew, that's a lot of work. Oh, I had a heal right here. Always remember, Patrick, in these battle areas, look for whether or not they have yellow text over their head after you beat them, because there's a chance they might just heal all of your Pokemon. Right there, I just wasted, I think, like a Hyper Potion. Or no, I wasted a Revive bringing back Greethor when I could have just let them bring back Greethor for me. So, I do that all the time. I never remember to look. So that's a nice little pro tip. So I understand fully why the night and day transitions are actual cutscenes. And the inherent nature of that does not bother me because, again, logistically I understand. They're actually creating a different instance of the map that has the battle zones loaded into it as opposed to the instances of the map that only have the wild areas. So as a result, it actually needs to go through a loading screen process as opposed to just a transition. But it's still annoying as fuck. And I wish that there was a way to somehow turn that off. I don't know how that would work because, again, it needs to go through a proper loading instance. But I don't know. It annoys me. It annoys me enough that I still wish there was a fix for it. Where's my bench? It's the same frustration as the Zelda Blood Moons. The Zelda Blood Moons are skippable though. Yes. The Blood Moons could be frustrating from time to time, but you could always just mash that plus button. And that made them not so bad. So I'm never even annoyed when a Blood Moon pops up. Sometimes it's just distracting or comes out of nowhere. Like, oh, it's that time already, huh? Have I been fighting for that long? Because that's how fast time goes when you're playing the Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. It's just so much fun. Those games are insanely fun. I still need to find an orange Flabébé. I have never found an orange Flabébé. I have all the other colors, but not orange. God, Zelda. I've gotta beat Tears of the Kingdom still. I continually keep going back to the game, and I have a blast every time I do. But then I keep just getting distracted by other things. I actually finished the Flabébés. Nice. Yeah, there is a Flabébé quest, and I keep meaning to go around to it, and I just keep forgetting to catch the remaining Flabébé. Like, I just don't know where I just don't know where there are orange ones. I could Google it, but like, I want to just find them. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom's final boss, you're not the only one that has said that. A lot of people have said the final rush to the boss and the final boss are like the highlight of the game. Like, people have hailed it as like a triumph of video game boss design. Especially for Zelda, where a lot of times the bosses, while imposing and like genuinely cool, aren't that much of a threat. So, good example on this is the final boss for Breath of the Wild. You know, Giant Beast Ganon is not a hard fight. It's actually almost disappointingly simple. Its previous phases are infinitely harder. Well, some of them. The electric one. Oh, God, that electric one. Getting that perfect, like, dodge on that electric one is surprisingly difficult. Sneak up using dragon-type moves. Let's try that. You know, okay, I was thinking about this the other day. Like a couple of weeks ago, actually. When I was playing Minish Cap. I think my favorite Zelda boss fight is in Minish Cap. And it's the final boss of Minish Cap, Vaati. I think that fight might be my favorite Legend of Zelda boss fight. I think it might be. Wind Waker was my prior high water mark. Really? Wind Waker, you say? I mean, okay. From a spectacle standpoint, taking on Ganon at the end of Wind Waker is one of the most epic moments of my video gaming life. But in terms of challenge, the only challenge I've ever really found from Ganondorf in Wind Waker was when it was Puppet Ganon. Like, that freaking puppet, for some reason, always gave me difficulty. I don't know why. Like, getting the hit on its tail, like, always just didn't come easy to me. For some reason. But the actual setup of it was pretty cool. But in Minish Cap, what I love so much about Vaati as a final boss fight is Vaati genuinely requires you to pretty much utilize everything you've learned and all the items that you've acquired throughout the game. Which is really cool. And it doesn't give you any hints on how to use them. Like, you just have to kind of figure out, like, oh, this thing isn't working. I wonder if I could turn this thing upside down with that item I haven't used in a few hours. Oh, that works. Now let's see if I can do this. Oh, that works. Oh, now I need to use this item. Oh, that works. Like, I loved the variety of the fight. I love that it actually forced you to kind of use everything. Yes, Vaati was the final boss of Four Swords. I sadly have never played Four Swords because I never had anybody to play with. I mean, I've played Four Swords. I've never beaten Four Swords, I should say. I have played it. But I've definitely played the hell out of Minish Cap. Oh, man. The final boss of Minish Cap, I think you'd love it. I think you'd really appreciate the game design surrounding the final boss. Because you're a person who appreciates when a game actually makes a boss difficult as opposed to just kind of handing you the victory. Like, you know, there needs to be a little bit of a challenge. Like, I don't want things to be easy, but I also don't want them to be dick-punchingly hard. I want there to be a challenge, but one where, as long as I use my brain, I can overcome it. You know, a little common sense and, yeah, a little perseverance. Like Zygarde in this game. Like, without giving away too much, not really anything. Like, this is just general stuff. I went through the first 2.5 phases of the final Zygarde fight in this game. And I was, like, really fighting tooth and nail to even get that far. Like, and then I failed. And then I lost. I just got my ass kicked. And, you know, I paced around the apartment for a few seconds thinking, like, what could I have done differently? And then I went back in, I changed up my moves, I came in better prepared, and I went at it with, you know, with the knowledge in my mind. And you know what? I did better. And that's the kind of stuff I like. You learn and you adapt. That's the kind of gaming I love. Not the kind of gaming where it holds your hand and is constantly telling you how to beat the boss. Well, okay, Arceus. Arceus in Arceus was a really tough fight. Like, that was a really tough noble, basically. Like the final noble battle, effectively. I remember that took me a long time to beat Arceus. Or, you know, to beat God, as it were. Damn it. But Arceus was a great fight. That's something I loved about that. Like, it was a fight you had to earn the victory of. And that's how I feel about Zygarde in this game. It was such a great fight. Just like the mega fights. Oh, the mega fights in this game are so freaking good. Some of the early ones are a little simple and a little easy, but that's because they're easing you into the idea. Because I was a little worried about the mega battles in this game at first, after Absol. Because at first I was like, that was neat, but that was really simple. That was really straightforward. I was hoping for something a little more complex. Dude, they get more complex. They get way more complex. Some of those dudes are straight up scary. It's like they're trying to murder you. Like, not your Pokemon, they're trying to murder you. And that's really cool. We should have brought our photon torpedoes to fight God. Yeah. What does God need with a photon torpedo, though? God, a lot of Star Trek today. I was so happy earlier to be able to talk about Deep Space Nine. Oh my God, dude, you have... I was gonna say you have no idea how much I loved just nerding out about Deep Space Nine with somebody in chat, but like, no, you know exactly how much I loved talking about Deep Space Nine. Like, finding a Star Trek fan is always great, because frankly, I don't meet Star Trek fans. Like, I don't live near Star Trek fans. I don't work with Star Trek fans. Not a single one. Like, nobody where I live, nobody in this city is a Star Trek fan. So when I get to finally nerd out about, like, one of my greatest passions, it's always so nice. That's one of the joys of streaming. And the funny thing about that is, I barely even got started. Like, I could have nerded out for hours more about Star Trek. Like, I'm really excited for Starfleet Academy. I hope it's good. The trailers are certainly good. I'm very excited about the cast. In particular, Paul Giamatti is the bad guy. I'm very excited about that. And, oh, her name has left my head. But, the Chancellor of the Starfleet Academy. She's a very famous actress who's been acting since, like, the 80s. But she's so freaking good. Holly Hunter, I think her name is? Yeah, Holly Hunter. I love her as an actress, and I'm really excited to see how she takes on that role. She was actually, I really loved her character in Batman vs. Superman. Even if, yes, she did drink a little bit of pee. Wasn't her fault. Oh yeah, Tig Notaro. I freaking love Tig Notaro. Yeah, Holly Hunter is Elastigirl, yeah. I also know her from, like, really old movies like Always, which is a really nice movie from, like, the late 80s, early 90s. And, like, she was in Batman vs. Superman, and, like, I've just been watching her for a long time. But yeah, freaking Tig Notaro, yeah. I named my Turtwig after Tig Notaro. My Turtwig is Twig Notaro. And Tig Notaro, so I've said this to you before, Season 2 of Star Trek Discovery is my favorite season of the entire series. I think it is the season that captured the essence of the show the best. I think it had the best stakes. I think it had the best story. And one of the things that was great about that season was the introduction of Tignataro. I loved her. I loved the character. You used liquidation from that far away? Are you high? No, walk up to that camera and punch it. Thank you. You know, it's funny you say Elastigirl though, because I had forgotten. Yes, you are 100% right though. She was Elastigirl. That's got some nerd cred just right there. Yeah, great voice. You want to do this? Let's dance. Oh, that was a very fast dance. God. Hopefully by the end of this stream, I'll at least be at 400 battles. And I'll only have 600 left to go. God. It's fucking... That's stupid. Who the hell's idea was that? I used a dragon move. Oh, this would be a good chance to test. Ice did kill that Dedenne, but I also am a level 100 Dragonite, so I don't know if it was super effective or not. I don't feel like Ice is super effective against fairies. That just doesn't sound right, but maybe you're right. I don't know. It just sounds a little hinky. Ah! Nobody's here. Don't mind me. I was lying to you. Alright, don't use my damn dragon move, which I use way too often on fairy Pokemon. Because I forget. I googled it. Oh, of course you did. Okay, well here's the important thing. Did you actually look for an article talking about it on Google, or did you use the horrible, terrible, god-awful AI answered Google answer? Because if AI Google said that that's what it was, then it's probably wrong. Whereas if people are saying it on like GameFAQs or Reddit, then they're probably right. But yeah, Google AI is wrong a lot more often than it's right. Star type matrix. Oh, okay, okay, the type matrix. I forgot about the type matrix. Yeah. I would not have thought ice would work against fairies. Doesn't really seem like it makes logical sense. That's crazy. It's good to know, though. Alright, I'm back for my 7th match. I've heard something cool happens if you do 15 of these. Hey, Laban! I like Laban. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. Not weak to ice. Okay, okay. Yeah, you see, yeah, that didn't sound right to me. Yeah, Laban is a character I really like. It's her boss that I don't like. It's her boss that's the only character in the game I really don't like. Lady Jacinth. That's the name. Lady Jacinth. I do not like Lady Jacinth. I don't like her. She's entitled. She's uptight. She's... I don't like her. I don't mesh with her. I don't... Zach Game 1565. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? Yeah, Crazy Maid. I love Crazy Maid Lady. She's fun. Like, she's off the reservation crazy, which is what's really cool about her. Like, she's like... She would, like, punch you in the back of the head kind of crazy, which is really neat. Alright. Tandy, Mega Evolve. You know, I'm one of the people that likes Dragonite's Mega Evolution. I know a lot of people are pooping on it. I actually think it's kind of neat. Like, everyone else's Megas become very extreme and very hardcore, and Dragonite's is gentle. And I think that kind of works for its lore. Like, I don't know, it kind of makes sense. Like, Dragonite's kind of a gentle giant. Doing good, enjoying the game over here. Very nice. How far are you through the game? I'm in the post game right now, so I'm doing the Infinite Royale, trying to farm out battles for the shiny charm. But yeah, how far into the game are you right now? Like, what rank are you? Ooh, I always forget what Dragalge is weak to. Is it Psychic? Oh yeah, she's out of her mind. Just look at her facial reactions. Crazy Maid Lady is crazy. Oh, I think you're weak to Psychic. Who has a Psychic move? None of you. Alright, Tandy. Brute force this. Ice Punch. Okay, that was easy. Already beat the game. Nice. How'd you like the overall story? I actually thought the ending was really good. No spoilers, by the way. Leighton Regard, the other guy in the chat, he has not beaten the game yet. So, you know, yeah, no big spoilers, just like vague stuff. Keep it vague. I got a Moon Ball. I actually like the Moon Ball, so that's kind of cool. Moon Ball would have been a really good ball to capture Absol in. Oh, that would have been a super appropriate ball. I thought it was along the lines of WTF. Yeah, okay, that's fair. There was one big thing that happened. I think it was after the credits, where a thing happens to a character, and I'm just like, oh, that happened? Okay. Like, the game was very vague about that, but now it's being very specific. That happened. Okay. Yeah, I really liked how they stuck the landing. Like, narratively speaking. Like, it was a fun story. Let's go to this battle zone. So, have you done any of the online battling, Zach? And if so, how are you feeling about that? I have mixed feelings on it currently. But I did it to get the Greninjite, because I really wanted to be able to Mega Evolve Greninja. Oh, probably not a good idea to use a dragon against a Florges. I haven't played online battles yet. Okay. I'm always really curious to find out what people are going to think about it, because I really enjoyed doing it, but the problem I had with it was there wasn't a lot of variety. Like, there's only the one game mode, and it really is just a free-for-all punch 'em. Like, there's not a lot of nuance to it. There isn't... Like, I had fun with it until I just had my fill of it. And then I just kind of had I've had no inclination of going back to it. And, like, I only made rank L. Like, whatever the rank is that requires you to get Greninjite. And then I was just like, I'm good. I've had my fill. But that shouldn't be how a game mode works. Like, you should be excited to play a game mode, right? Like, it's... I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of bad that I already kind of had my fill of the game mode. Like, I enjoyed it. I just... Yeah. Like, it was fun. It was neat. It was a little hectic. In a good way. Like, some of those matches got real crazy, and that's cool. One thing I don't like that is the problem with any kind of online multiplayer game is that metas have already taken hold, so you're going to run into the same Pokemon over and over and over again. But all online games do that. TCG Pocket does that. Destiny did that. Like, all the online games I've played have done that. Star Trek Online does that. Yeah, PvP's a tough one. I'm not the biggest PvPer. I like PvP when it's well executed and it actually gives you a reason to want to keep going back to it. So, the PvP I've enjoyed the most over the years was Destiny's PvP. I actually found it very fun to go back into, very rewarding to kind of just learn the new mechanics for whatever the season was that was going on. Not that I ever really cared about the PvP itself, I like a game mode that's fun. And if it just happens to be PvP, then, you know, so be it. And this one, just, it didn't have enough, I don't think it has enough to draw you back to it beyond the whole, like, I got the reward. It was interesting, though. So which starter did you go with, Zach? This file, I did go with Totodile, but technically I played through this file with Chikorita and Totodile. Because I started a file and then decided I wanted to start over with Totodile, so I just traded over my Chikorita. Yeah, Totodile was my main. Though I do have a Chikorita also. It's sad because I really love Emboar, and Emboar didn't get any love from me. I think Tepig and Emboar are both really, really awesome designs. And Emboar's Mega Evolution is freaking cool. And I've had no reason to use it. Ooh, Aegislash. Alright. One hit. One hit. Yes! I remember Aegislash in Sword and Shield could be a real bee in the battle tower. Like, if you ran into one, ooh, it would be one of the more annoying Pokemon to take down. So now I kind of have a visceral reaction whenever I see an Aegislash. Like, ooh! Not an Aegislash. Ice Pokemon, huh? Alright. One of the least threatening Pokemon ever. The sentient ice cream cone. No offense to the sentient ice cream cone. It's still better than the tumbleweed. Oh, the tumbleweed. Alright, Zach, that's a good question I have for you. Because me and Leighton Regard, the other guy in chat, we were talking about this earlier. Like, least favorite Pokemon. And my least favorite Pokemon is the Tumbleweed from Scarlet and Violet. I don't even remember its name. That's how little I liked it as a Pokemon. But who's your least favorite Pokemon? I always find that to be an interesting question because everyone always asks favorite, but opposite favorite. Yeah, the keys. Bruxish. Is that the smoochy fish? The fish with the really big lips? I think that's the fish with the really big lips. Leighton Regards is Klefki. It's just a sentient key ring. Mine is definitely the tumbleweed. Oh. Yeah, I think Bruxish is the Yeah, I don't love Bruxish's design. And I don't know if you've ever seen Bruxish's shiny, but they turned Bruxish, I can't even say Bruxish. Bruxish's name they turned that Pokemon basically into a clown. Rainbow Mr. Limpet. Oh, man. Yeah, Bruxish is a good choice. Oh, I hadn't even thought of Bruxish. But even Bruxish, I still like better than the Tumbleweed. Oh, the Tumbleweed is the most uninspired design I have ever seen come out of GameFreak. In the 25-ish years that they've been putting out Pokemon. It's the laziest, most nonsensical design I've ever seen. But yeah, Bruxish is definitely top 5 bad. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Zach. That's a good choice. That's one I hadn't even thought of. Oof. Alright. Another battle zone. Oh, did I get the... No, I didn't get the battle ticket yet. Let's see how many battles I'm at. Out of 1,000. 366. Oh, that's so many battles. Oh, I wish I had the ability to program a macro. Oh, well. I've done it before. Grinding out long, terrible things. I'll do it again. So, Zach, You ever do any shiny hunting? Like, do you ever go for the shiny charm in all these games? Out of curiosity? Because I remember the shiny charm in Arceus took a long time to get, and could be a little annoying to get. And so not everybody got that. Ah, you're going for the charm now also. Nice. Yeah. Are you finding the 1,000 battles to be a little bit extreme? Like, because I know I am. It feels like that number is just a little bit high. Like, 500 is high, but at least it seems somewhat reasonable. But 1,000? Oh, that's rough, right? That's not just me, right? Yeah, that number feels a little crazy. Like they just wanted to try to force you to have a reason to keep playing the game. Even though there's plenty of reasons to keep playing the game. Like, I'm still having fun with the game like 40 plus hours in. So, like, the game's doing something right. You get any shinies in the process, though? I've managed to get 2 shinies so far. I haven't done any of the exploits, like any of the fast travel loading that people have been doing. But I managed to get 2 just naturally while traveling through the world. I have this Ghastly and this Pyroar. The only 2 shinies I've actually just stumbled across in the game, not farming for, just happened to find while playing through. What I really want, and it's my big Chasemon in Legend ZA, I really want to get an alpha shiny Furfrou. I really want to get an alpha shiny Furfrou. I love Furfrou. Like, something about Furfrou. This is the first time we've been able to play with Furfrou since, I think, X and Y. Or since the 3DS games. Whoops. I hit the wrong button and jumped off the roof. Wonder if that's a cry for help. What happened to your opponent? He just jumped off the roof when he saw me. What? Yeah, he just jumped off the roof. It's crazy. Ooh, I will read that in just a second. Okay, once I finish this fight. Alright, Altaria. Okay, Flamethrower. Don't have any good ice moves on you. Nice. I've managed to get 8 shinies naturally, not counting the guaranteed Mareep. I haven't gotten the guaranteed Mareep yet. I am aware of that mission. I've been holding off on it for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, that Mareep is on my list. The mission is so early in the game, it's stupid that I haven't done it. But 8 shinies though, that's pretty good. Like, given the fact that the odds in this game are pretty much just, without the shiny charm, just back to the default 1 in 4,000 something. But yeah, I haven't done any of the shenanigans. Like, I was showing off how to do the shenanigans in an earlier stream. Like, I was explaining to people, like, how the door reset works. But I've never actually done it myself. Which I'm sure you know about the door reset. If you, like, yeah, you've probably heard about that. Most people playing this game have heard about that. Where? Where is this? Oh, there's a kid behind that shrubbery. Ha ha ha. You never saw me. So how do you like the stealth mechanics in this game? Like how it kind of prioritizes, or not prioritizes, it kind of like emphasizes the need for stealth in these battle zones? Like, how do you feel about that? I kind of feel like it's a bit of a cheap shot. Like, it kind of feels like if this was a real competition, like, wouldn't that feel pretty crappy if you were in a competition for something and then somebody was hiding in a bush and just punched your Pokemon in the back of the head without you even knowing that they were there, and it was just like, I've got 1 point. And it's like, what? Like, we weren't fighting yet. You didn't even announce yourself. Doesn't that feel kind of weird to sneak attack? Or, I don't know. That might just be me also. It kind of feels like we're teaching kids the wrong lesson there. I think the mechanic sucks because I still get spotted anyways. I've gotten pretty good about not getting spotted, but yes, I would say maybe like 30% of the time I still get spotted. But I have gotten better at hiding myself because they don't seem to notice your Pokemon. And so I kind of lean into that pretty heavily, and I try to use every bush and every tree to hide myself while my Pokemon gets the attack in. Which almost feels a little lame because they should notice your Pokemon, right? Like, it kind of feels weird that, like, they know that they need to be on their toes because anybody could attack them from any direction at any time. And they don't get weirded out when an 8-foot tall Houndoom is just slowly walking up to their Pokemon. I don't know. It feels like they should react to that. Or at least get an exclamation mark over their heads. You know, at least get a little Solid Snake going. Oof, I'm definitely making progress on the battles. Have I gone up here? I don't think I have. Ah! Ha, you didn't see me, somehow. And you can't see my Pokemon, somehow. This guy right here doesn't see this giant 9-foot tall Dragonite. That is just so dumb to me. Alright, Ice Punch. Damn it, I got spotted anyway. It's exactly what you were talking about, Zach. Half the time they turn around right when you're about to get the attack anyway. And yeah, that does happen. Alright, I'll use a Thunder Punch on you. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Those speed moves can actually be really good because it puts them behind you. And so effectively renders any close range attack useless. A lot of utility in moves like that. I know there's a bunch of new, not new moves, but there's a bunch of moves in this game where your Pokemon returns immediately to the trainer, which can be used pretty strategically. I've discovered. Oh, Garbodor. You deserve better than that. Alright, are you gonna Mega Evolve? Yes, you are. That's one cool thing that I really like about the Infinite ZA Royale is the random trainers you run into they can use Mega Evolution. It's like something you don't run into in any of the battle zones throughout the entire game. And then suddenly every person you run into has the potential. Whether or not they do it is another thing entirely, but they all have the potential to do it. And I like that. An evolution of difficulty, even if it's minor. Oh, come on. You had to super speed past my breaking swipe. Lame. It's not lame, it's a really good move, but lame. Why are you so lame? Breaking swipe. Break him. Or her. I might need to change of pace after this challenger ticket. Oh, maybe I'll try my hand at online again after this challenger ticket and battle. You know, I was just saying how I kind of was looking for a reason to try it again, and there wasn't really one there. But now that I'm recording content again, why not? Could be fun. Or it could be terrible. I don't know. I could suck so bad that like I'll never want to touch it again. You don't see me. Ice punch. That little girl wasn't suspicious of a 9-foot-tall Dragonite. Come on. It's just so wacky. Like, that's the definition of a red flag if you're in a battle zone where anybody can attack you at any time. I doubt there's just a wild Dragonite walking around. And if there were, like, damn, get on that. Catch that Dragonite. Nice. You're a fossil dude, meaning your third Pokemon is probably going to be Aerodactyl. And I'll bet you're going to Mega. Because this guy always seems to Mega. Yep. Ice Punch. Ice Punch annihilates. Not kills, annihilates Aerodactyl. I think it's ×4 effective. So that's not even a fair fight. Like, Aerodactyl's a rock flying, and ice is strong against both of them, so I think that would make it ×4 effective. I think. Challenger ticket. Alright, give me a good opponent. Don't give me the taxi driver again. That was a lackluster opponent. Also, give me a good reward. Give me another gold bottle cap. I could use more gold bottle caps. Don't give me a random Pokeball. I don't think that's a good reward. Alright, who we got? Hey! Naveen! I like Naveen. Of the main Team MZ, Naveen is probably the one I associate with the most. They're very low-key, a little bit grumpy even. Very pragmatic. Almost seems like they want to just be left alone. I kind of relate to Naveen more than the other two. Even though Tawny is the most likable of Team MZ by far. All right, Tandy, step on that bug. Oh, freaking poison. Alright. I've learned one thing. In this game, poison is no joke. So, you gotta nip that in the bud. Nice. Confusion, paralysis, like none of that's so bad. But yeah, poisoning will mess you up in this game. Oh, my Dragonite is so good. Dragonite's good against so many different situations. And he's just like a raw powerhouse. Alright, Naveen. I have to admit, I really love Scrafty's Mega Evolution. Something about it, they just give him like a full-on hoodie. Just, it looks so cool. Alright, Breaking Swipe. Uh-oh, you're about to kill Tandy. Nope, never mind. You put up a fight, but alas, I am victorious. I must that the shiny Mega Scrafty looks so clean. Oh, I haven't seen the shiny form of it yet. What's the shiny form look like? Like, what kind of coloring does it got? See, that's why I can't wait for Pokemon Home compatibility, because I have a fully completed living shiny dex across all, like, all the non-shiny locked 1025 Pokemon. So every Pokemon that can be shiny, I have a shiny of. That was a very hard-earned list. And I'm looking forward to bringing in some of the new Megas and seeing what they look like. Purple coat and black mohawk. That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the new Megas. Like, I want to see what the new Embor looks like. The new Mega Embor. Alright. So that's that challenger. I wasn't even paying attention. What was the reward I just got? Damn it. I was not paying attention at all. I was too busy talking about shinies. 381 battles. Oh, I wanted to... My goal is to get to 400 today. So let's get through 19 more battles and then maybe I'll try the online. Luckily the battles are fast. I mean, it's not like they're psychotically long battles. The only reason they're taking as long as they are for me is because I keep getting distracted talking to the Twitch. Ah, that's one of those instances right there. My Dragonite punches the bush instead of the Electros. Ugh. The geometry issues with the AI still need a little refining. Because that's something the AI should be able to recognize. Like, oh, there's geometry in front of me. Maybe my Pokemon shouldn't waste its move not doing anything. Oh, he's gonna see me. Unless I do this. So, Zach, you ever do any shiny hunting? Like any big shiny hunting in any of the other games? And if so, what are some of your highlight shinies that you've gotten? Like some of your best hard-earned shinies. As a shiny hunter myself, I can personally say I have had a good handful of Pokemon that stand above the others in terms of just the work that was put in to acquire them. Like there are some that just have some real big memories attached. And I feel like you probably have some stories too. Ooh, I got him just before I was noticed. Shiny Froakie, the longest one. How long did that take you? I remember the first shiny Froakie I ever got. That was back when hatching Pokemon was really the only way to get shinies. And that took a lot of eggs. I remember that. That, yeah, 2,700 eggs. I think mine was like 1,500 eggs to get my shiny Froakie. 2,700, that's a lot. I think my very first shiny that I ever hatched was probably around 2,700 eggs. The very first shiny I ever actually bred for was a Charmander. Way back in the day. And yeah, it was thousands of eggs. And that one felt like it took forever. Of course, now you can just hop into Scarlet and Violet and pop a sandwich and just walk away with like 9 shiny Charmanders or shiny Froakies. But the ones that actually required the effort to earn, those ones stick with you. No, that's a good one though. I think the one that sticks with me the most is my shiny Mewtwo from Let's Go Pikachu. I think I reset like 6,000 times to get that. Which, not consecutively. Like, absolutely not consecutively. I didn't just sit and reset 6,000 times in one go. Over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks, if you add up all the times, I probably reset about 6,000 times. Ah, Sprigatito and Spiritomb. In Legends Arceus, I got lucky with a few shinies. So there were a couple of shiny alphas I was specifically hunting for. And I remember like, oh cool, there's an alpha wave on this massive mass outbreak. I'm going to do the permutation hunt for it. And I remember looking at one of them at the Spiritomb, thinking like, oh, this is one of the big waves. So I have like 96 permutations. This is going to take forever. And on my third one, there's the shiny alpha Spiritomb. And I'm like, oh, okay. That was amazing. I'll never forget how good that felt. I didn't have to permute hunt for 6 hours. Sprigatito took me a while to get that one. I had very good luck with oh, the crocodile. Not Sprigatito, but the same generation, the fire Pokemon. Fuecoco. I had very good luck with Fuecoco. I got that one. I got my first shiny Fuecoco within like 60 eggs, I think. Like, it was insanely fast. I couldn't believe it. And then I got my second one, I think 3 eggs later. So, which was even crazier. I wasn't even hatching. I wasn't even trying for a second one. It's just like, oh, I have like 20 more eggs to hatch. I might as well hatch them. And then the 3 more later, it was another shiny one, which was really cool. 2 hatches. That's awesome. I had one instance like that happen back in Pokemon Sun, way back in the day. I really wanted a shiny Alolan Marowak. And so I remember one day I'd gotten home from work and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to devote my afternoon to I'm going to start the process. I'm going to start hatching eggs and I'm going to see how many I can get hatched. My very first egg was a shiny Cubone. And I was just blown away. Like I had to do like a quadruple take cuz I'm like, no. Like I kept looking away like, no, that's not it. Is it? And then I had to bring up Cerebi to compare it. Like, is that the shiny? That is the shiny. No way. So that was pretty cool. So then I ended up spending the rest of the day doing something else because, yeah, goal accomplished. So that's a hunt that'll always stick in my head also. I named that Cubone after the ultimate orphan. I named him Dead Parents in honor of Batman. Because, you know, because of Lego Batman. Darkness. Oh, I guess he says no parents, but I like Dead Parents better. It sounded funnier. So, quasi in honor of Lego Batman. Where are you? There you are. Sometimes I feel like I gotta look away from the screen to get what I want. You know what? I do that sometimes too. Like, sometimes I feel like there's a weird voodoo where if you don't look at it, you'll have better luck. So there are times where, like, the egg will be hatching, and I'll just be like, you know what? I'm gonna go into the kitchen and I'm gonna go grab this thing really quick and not look at the TV while it hatches, and I'm gonna see what it is when I come back. And hopefully I'll be surprised that it'll be the right colors. So yeah, I do that too. I do the same thing in other video games also. Like, sometimes I'll do the same thing in TCG, where I will deliberately not look at what cards I get, and then I'll check the list later to see if I got anything cool. It's such a weird thing to do, but you know, like, yeah, I definitely do that. Though I will admit, earlier this year when I finished my my shiny living dex, like I there was a big part of me that was like, that's really cool. Like, I've been working at this for years. But there was also a big part of me that was a little sad because it's like, damn, I don't have any chase Pokemon anymore. Like, it's a thing I do to kind of relax and have fun. But it's also kind of nice to progress towards something. So it's kind of a bummer that I have them all now. Which is why I'm excited about this game coming out, because, you know, now I can go for the shiny alphas. Oh, no, that's a terrible choice. Don't send Feraligatr against Raichu. Oh my god, he saw me. Okay, no, I still got the sneak attack. Never mind. I thought it negated the sneak attack. That does happen. Sometimes it negates the sneak attack. Alright. I don't really care about your bonus cards anymore. I only cared about the bonus cards when I was still leveling up. But since I'm here just for battles, like, yeah, no, I'm good without the bonus cards. And I don't need to worry about money, so it's not like I need those extra coins. I'm already... I think I've bought every Mega Stone, and I still have over 1 million Poké Dollars, so I don't need to worry about money in this game. So yeah, I've stopped going after the challenge cards, really. Okay, so Zach, specifically in Legend ZA, what's your #1 chase Pokemon to get as a shiny? Like how I was mentioning that shiny Alpha Furfrou would be my like my ideal get in this game. Like, what would be the one you'd want to get? There's a lot of good choices in this game. I know Alpha, like, Metagross would be really cool. Like, shiny Alpha Metagross. I mean, shiny Alpha Charizard would also be amazing. But I have so many shiny Charizard. I don't need any more shiny Charizard. That's the problem. I have so many. Only one that really, like, genuinely means something. Well, I have two that mean something to me. The original Charmander I hatched, that shiny Charizard means something to me. I have an emotional connection to it. And my shiny Gigantamax Charizard that I caught before they introduced Max Soup into Sword and Shield. So back when you had to catch them as G-Maxes and the catch rate was god-awful. Those two shiny Charizards are actually, I have some special emotional connection to because I have a memory attached to them. But all the other shiny Charizard I have, they're just shiny Charizard. Oh, yeah. Don't turn around, because you're going to see my heart breaking. Yeah, Zach, I was, in my stream earlier this morning, I was showing off my Pokemon Home, and I was showing off how I have, not only do I have the, like, almost 35 boxes of full Living Dex shinies, but I also have, like, an additional extra 50 boxes of shinies that I don't know what to do with. Like, I can't give them away. I've tried. I have so many shiny Pokemon, it is absurd. Like, I'm gonna start doing giveaways. Like, I just need to make a stream of it one day where it's just like, hey, every 10 viewers, I'll give away a shiny Pokemon. I don't know. Something like that. Maybe every 2 viewers. 10 seems a bit high. Or maybe every unique person that joins chat. Maybe I'll give away 1. Like how there's only been 2 people who popping up in chat in this particular stream. at the end of that stream, I would offer, for example, 2 shiny Pokemon for free. Because, yeah, I doubt I would ever get to the point where, like, I had 6,000 people come in. You have to give away 6,000 shiny Pokemon. Like, I don't know. Things to think about in the future now that I'm streaming again. I've definitely thought about shiny Pokemon giveaways, though, because I have too many. Like, it's problematic. Yee! Don't die! Ah, I got stuck on the bench. Ah, Pangoro. You're a cool Pokemon. You have a cool design. Just a big, beefy, panda. A big, beefy, angry panda. No, nobody's over here. Don't look out of your peripheral. There you go. Alright, Camerupt. Ice Punch usually messes you up because you're a part ground Pokemon, and I think that's why Ice actually has an effect on you. Because normally Ice doesn't do a lot against Fire, but it seems to do a lot against him. Which visually, Camerupt, very high on my list of Pokemon. I think Camerupt is adorable. I love Fire Pokemon, and I love his design. I did a sketch a while back of my all-time favorite Fire Pokemon, and Camerupt was in there. Oh, there's a Pokemon right there. All right. Man, Stunfisk are hard to see. You survived? Wow. Okay, Yoda. Oof. I need to get some water. Hang on. It's been a while since I've actively streamed, so I have to get my throat used to talking for hours at a time again. Oh. Yeah, because I did 2.5 hours of streaming earlier, and there was constant chat interaction, so it was constant talking. And then this time I've been filling the silence, and there's been like a good amount of chat interaction. Not as much as this morning, but still very good. Like Zach's been given a lot. My buddy Leighton Regard came in and gave a bunch. I think I'll stream again tomorrow morning. Surprisingly worked out really well for an early AM stream. I really thought it was going to go bad, especially because it was an early AM stream. Hey, Leighton Regard, are you home already? Very nice. Are you home, or are you saying, oh, I love Pokemon Home? To keep it on the Pokemon theme, because I'm playing Pokemon. Because both of those would be valid. But if you're home, just got in your front door. Very nice. Well then, you know what I have to say? Hop on, like, load up Legends ZA and fucking hop on a stream. Let's joint stream this bitch. That might be asking a bit much. But, like, that would be fun. Do you have the... Okay. I forget, Pat. Did you ever get the, like, something like an Elgato? Like some kind of game capture card to actually capture, like, console footage? I'm gonna mute this. Okay, sorry. Somebody was knocking on my door, so I had to mute my mic. I don't answer my door. There's no force on earth that would ever get me to. Like, if I'm not expecting somebody. Like, why the hell would I? I think that's objectively crazy. Maybe that's just the antisocial part of me, but like, yeah, if I'm not expecting somebody, why the hell would I answer my door? I did not. That's why I've only been doing PC games. Okay, I was wondering. Like, I just, yeah. I thought maybe you had one and you just hadn't gotten around to it. Because I know you have a backlog just like I do. Oh, yeah, I was, speaking of backlogs, I checked out, was it Jackby? Your friend's, YouTube channel earlier. Watched her, intro video. And, yeah, just seems like just a cool person looking for an excuse to play video games. I like that. Like, I respect the reason behind it. Like, yeah, this will be a good excuse for me to get to my backlog. And that was one of the big inspirations for me to originally start streaming, was it was a good excuse to play games I might not otherwise get around to. But yeah, since I was finally logged back into my old YouTube, I figured I'd add everybody. So I added the Papman, I added hers. I think I added one other, but I don't remember who. Liquidation! How many battles did I need? 19? Well, my webcam is blocking how many battles I'm at. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna move it. 13. Okay, I'm at 13 wins. So I'm getting there. It's not that I even need 19. I just have the goal of I'd like to hit... Whoops. That was the wrong button. I'd like to hit 400 victories by the time I'm done with Pokemon today. And that'll get me a good chunk of the way there. That'll officially have me 2/5 of the way there. God, still not close enough. But if I could get through 100 battles a day, then that's just 6 more days. And I'll have the shiny charm. And then I can go for my alpha shiny Furfrou. I mean, technically I could go for it now, but with a 1 in 4,000 odds, like, oh, I don't like that. But 1 in 1,000, I could live with that. Damn it. Yeah, it was a little overpowered using a Mega right there. Alright, Shrubagump. Leaf... Oh. Leaf Blade. Ah, Challenger ticket. Might as well turn in the ticket right away and then go back to the battles and earn more points to the future ticket. Oh, my Pokemon could use a smidge of healing. Eh, this is closer. Normally I like to go to that one Pokemon Center, but sometimes I get lazy. I don't want to move the cursor all the way across the map. Too much effort. I'm all good. Alright, let's have Tandy ready to go. Tandy might not be my starter, but Tandy, I would say, is probably my ace. Like, Tandy's my powerhouse. As long as he doesn't go up against an ice Pokemon. Like, he's generally good. Alright, who we got? I'm always... Okay. Who the hell are you? Yvonne? It's one thing when I get an NPC I recognize, but, like, was she just one of the random matches for, like, one of the early level ups? She's not even excited to battle. I'd like to go for every new Mega as a shiny. Yeah, that's a solid goal right there. Like, I respect that goal. I probably would say the same. Yeah, I'd probably like to go for every... Well, okay. I'd like to go for every, like, new one as a shiny, sure. But I think I would like to go for every alpha Mega as a shiny. So, like, specifically Alpha Gyarados as a shiny. Like Alpha Lucario as a shiny. Because the fact that they're alphas by itself is pretty cool. That might be a lofty goal, because the odds of them being an alpha and a shiny are, you know, that makes the odds even worse, but it's not impossible. So, yeah. With the luck I had in Arceus with how many shiny alphas I got in that game, I'm going to try to go for some shiny alphas in this game too. So, like, shiny alpha Metagross would be one I would definitely chase. Because Metagross is so cool. Shiny alpha, like, Emboar would definitely be one I'm going to be going after. I'm going to prioritize my favorites, and then I'll go from there. So now that you've described Scrafty, that actually sounds really cool, and I would like to have that. but as an alpha. Vivian. Oh, I love Vivian. Vivian is a really cool Pokemon. It has like 18 different forms. It's so cool. Wow. Yvonne was not a difficult trainer. She didn't even Mega Evolve. Oof. I almost feel bad for the NPC at that point. Scolipede should be your next hunt for shiny. I don't even remember what Alpha Scolipede looks like. I know I've seen it in the game. Because the boss of Team Rust constantly megas his Scolipede. But I can't remember off the top of my head what it looks like. That'd be a good one to get shiny, though. Shiny normal Scolipede is pretty cool. I wonder what the shiny alpha would look like. Yeah, I haven't gone to Cerebi and looked for what any of them look like, because I always like to be surprised in the game when I just stumble across one or happen to get one. Oh, I was hidden behind the bush or the plant. How did you see me? I call baloney. Scolipede's a cool Pokemon, though. I really like Scolipede. I'm generally not the biggest bug Pokemon guy. With a couple of exceptions. Like, I really love Scythor and Scizor. I still have my Scizor from way back in the day that I caught in the bug catching contest back in Soul Silver. Or was that Fire Red? It was one of those. Whatever game had the bug catching contest. Like, I caught my Scyther way back then. It's still in that fancy Pokeball that has the little golden Pokeball sticker on it. Which is really cool, because there really aren't a lot of ways for you to have a Pokemon with that. So yeah, I have a special place in my heart for Scyther and Scizor. Bug Pokemon-wise, though, I'd say the only other one I really like is Heracross. And that's almost mainly because Ash's Heracross in the anime was really likable and really, really cute. Generally, though, in real life, I'd be a lot like Misty around bug Pokemon. Like, I'd probably be freaking out all the time and having panic attacks and, like, I don't know. I have a thing about bugs. Oof. I'm working on it. I try not to be so bothered by bugs. But it's not always easy. Alright, this will be my last battle zone for now. Almost over my goal of 400. It's over 400? That doesn't work. Is that a Blastoise? Yeah, it's a Blastoise. Oh, you can't see me behind this mailbox. Somehow. Hey, speaking of Scyther. Good old Ted Sword himself. That's what I named mine. That was before I evolved him into a Caesar. And he lost the sword hands. So yeah, I named him in honor of the Blue Beetle, who was Ted Cord. But since he had sword hands, I named him Ted Sword. But then he lost the sword hands when he evolved, so like, awkward. Sorry I stuck you with that name. It doesn't really make sense anymore. Nice. Oh, Scrafty. Yeah, your new Mega Scrafty is pretty cool. Of the new Megas that I've seen, Scrafty's is one of my favorites, I would say. There's a few that are a little lackluster. I'd have to look at the actual Mega Dex to be reminded of which ones. I'll go check really quick. Yeah, there were a few where I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like I mentioned earlier how much I love Dragonites because I like that it's gentle versus all the other ones that have become more fierce. So it makes his unique. But let's see. Meganiums, Embors, and Feraligators are all pretty cool. Beedrill. Like, which ones are new though? I think Pyroars is new. I think Pyroars is okay, but a little lackluster. Just a bigger main. I'm not the biggest fan of Mega Clefables. How he just kind of goes like half Mothra. Like, Clefable's a cool Pokemon, and I don't know. I don't know about this one. Then I got Mega Gengar right there. But still my favorite Mega of all time. I love Mega Victory Bell. I think Mega Victory Bell's design is so cool. Might be my favorite new Mega, maybe. No offense to Scrafty. Oh yeah, Scolopedes. Let me move my webcam. Oh yeah, Scolipede gets like chitin armor. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Scolopedes is pretty cool. Metachams is okay. Oh yeah, Lopunnies might be my least favorite. Lopunnies, I don't know. Doesn't really pop to me. I like Audino's, kind of reminds me of a monk. I mean, Altaria is not new, but like, yeah, it's alright. Let's see. Electros is interesting. Not a favorite, but I don't not like it. Something about it just, I feel like it's missing something, but like, yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I saw something about the gentleness of Dragonites makes me smile. Oh, I love Haluchas. I think Haluchas is really cool. He just goes like full Bane. Oh, Haluchas is really awesome. Greninjas is really awesome. Yeah, something about Scrafties I just think looks really cool. Oh, I love Drampas. Mega Drampa. Yeah, shiny Mega Drampa would be really cool. And I'm very curious what shiny Mega Skarmory will look like. Because the Mega of its normal is already gold. So I wonder what its shiny will look like. I'm very curious about that. Like, I will find out either when I get one or when they unlock Pokemon Home compatibility. But I'm not going to look it up. I'm going out of my way to not look it up. Ah, damn it. This is not a good matchup. Oh. Oh. Oh, Tandy, I'm getting you out of there. Tandy survived with 13 HP. Oh, that's a terrible matchup also. Alright, Shrubagump. Oh yeah, Aerodactyl will be next. Because you're the fossil guy. So bring out Feraligatr and Ice Fang. I don't want your bonus cards. I don't need them. Can I make this jump? Just barely no. Alright, let's use a couple of full restores here. Just to keep my boys up. Ah. Feraligatr would be better here. Ice Fang. Nice. Alright, Dragonite would be better for you. Dragonite can tank your physical hits and then wipe you out in one punch. Ah. Oh, Vaporeon. Oh, that was the wrong button. Good thing I missed. Thunder Punch. I accidentally used Ice Punch against the Vaporeon. That would not have been good. Would not have worked. Oh. Oh, that Blizzard could do a lot of damage. The one thing Dragonite can't handle is the cold. Dragonite's basically like Ken and Jarrus in Star Wars Rebels when they're coming up to Darth Vader, and it's just like, oh my god, it's the cold. Just like he's scared, doesn't like the cold. Do you feel that? The cold. Ooh. Venusaur. Fire Punch. I will break you. Oh, detect. Detect this. Moves like Detect and Protect are just as annoying as they ever have been. I have not used them, and I'm very proud of that. Fire Punch against that Caesar, which I think is 4 times effective, because you are Bug and Steel, which means you're mega affected by that In theory. Yeah, I'm gonna guess 4. And I think that's why Dragonite's so weak to ice, because he's also a flying Pokemon? I could be wrong about that. He might just be a pure dragon, but I don't know, he has a lot of flying moves. Ooh, Carbink. What the hell is Carbink weak to? No idea. Let's try ice. Oh, so sad. My giant Dragonite. Sometimes this is not a fair fight. My giant hyper-trained, EV-trained Dragonite. Because why not? Alright, nobody on this roof. You can't see me. This is so silly. Yeah, looks like I got a bot. Peace control. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Got lucky there. Best viewers, streamboo.com. No, I'm good. I don't do the chat. I don't do the bot things. Wonder if there's a way to actively block any of those bots posting anything in my chat. I'm always excited to get actual people in my chat, but getting like those random bot things, I don't like that. I can do without that. Peace Control IEKAJ. Weird name. Well, that was just sad. I didn't even do anything. Your Garbodor just killed themselves. And they didn't even do any damage to me. They just killed themselves. Haveri Infinity War. They're killing themselves. I think it's video editing time for me. Nice. Well, I'm almost done streaming here. So, like, you know, I hope you enjoy your video editing. I love when I do video edit. It's just I don't make a lot of content that actually requires video editing because I don't want to, like, edit the long-form long plays, and I don't make a lot of scripted content. But video editing is fun. Like, it's fun. So, like, I hope you have a good time doing it. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up this battle ticket. So, yeah, I just gotta get to 50,000 points there. Yeah, that won't take me too much longer. And then I think I'm gonna call it a stream there. Because I even put it very decidedly. Yeah, I've probably only got like 5 more minutes. Like, I put it very decidedly in the stream description that, like, yeah, I'm just, you know, farming out battles. Like, you know. Farming out battles. I want that shiny charm. I'm a shiny hunter. I can't even say I'm not a shiny hunter anymore. I am a shiny hunter. And in order to effectively shiny hunt, you gotta have the shiny charm. It's who I am. The hero we need, but not the one that we deserve right now. So how far along are you in your Half-Life Alyx video? Just out of curiosity, like, what percentage do you think you're done? Like, halfway done? 3/4 done? I think I remember you saying you already recorded all the dialogue for it, right? Wow, this Greninja is slippery. There we go. Yeah, one thing, Patrick, I will say that's taken me a little bit of an adjustment is getting used to talking again so much. Oh, 20% recorded. Okay, I thought you were further along. Ooh, my throat is feeling it though. Like, I definitely streamed way more today than I was anticipating, which when I woke up this morning, wasn't planning on streaming at all. And then I just kind of got the itch, just randomly. Like that stream I did this morning was completely impromptu, and I just decided to do it. And then this one was a little less impromptu. Like, after this morning stream, I was very much like, yeah, I'm gonna stream later. Though on future streams, I'm not sure if how much more ZA I'm gonna stream. Oh, I am having a lot of fun. I just, I don't know how engaging the watching me just grind out battles is, so I might change up gears and maybe tomorrow switch back over to Bonanza. Because I still haven't beaten Bonanza. I stopped playing it when I hurt my hand. And now that my thumb is healed, I can actually use the analog stick again. But yeah, that was the whole reason I stopped playing Bonanza, because I was having a blast with that. So maybe I'll beat Bonanza. I feel like I was, I don't know, maybe 60 or 70% through that game. And I was having a blast. Though I will admit, I still am having, yeah, it's a pretty fun game. You'll get to see a little bit of footage of it when I, like, if and when that's the game I play tomorrow. But there's some other games I think would be really good fits for just some casual streams every now and again. Like No Man's Sky, you know, they keep putting out content, so like I think that could actually be a really good potential, like, every now and again stream. And Star Trek Online, I've been wanting to do more of that. Like, I still haven't beaten most of the story of Star Trek Online. I've just kind of played the... oh, is the new expedition already out? I thought they just added the content into the code. I didn't think it was actually out already. So maybe I won't do Bonanza tomorrow. Maybe I'll do, if the expedition's out, maybe I'll do the expedition. Yeah, maybe I'll stream that. Alright, let's go here. There's probably some new trainers ready to go. Yeah, is the expedition actually released? Because I saw some of the rewards, and they're really cool, like, shipbuilding components, which I want them. Like, I definitely want them. Hey, your favorite, Klefki. What time might you stream it? Ooh. Pretty early tomorrow, and then probably the same time as my afternoon one. So it'll be another split stream. Because I'll have to leave, and then when I come back, I'll probably stream again. But I'll probably do an early AM one tomorrow, maybe like 2 AM. For a few hours, and then when I get home around like 10 or 11, maybe I'll do another few hours. At least that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. Like, that's worked out really well for today. And I know next week I'm not going to have that many opportunities to stream because my hours next week are crazy. So I'm kind of trying to, now that I'm streaming again, I kind of want to get in as much as I can before I suddenly find myself without a lot of time to stream. Like next week, I don't think I have a day off until the end of the week. So like the entire beginning and Like, most of the week, I just don't have any time. By the time I get home from work, I've said this to you before, I will be so dead inside, I'm not going to be in the mood for anything. Like, I wouldn't be any fun to watch because I'm just so broken. Like, and I know how, I can feel how broken I am when I get home from work. Like, I don't have any enthusiasm in me, I don't have any joy in me. And that's terrible, that shouldn't be like that. But yeah, I got nothing to give after work shift, so I can't stream after a work shift. I can stream before them, but only if they're not too early. So, like, I could stream before, like, my 5 a.m. shifts. Because that gives me at least a little time to actually, you know, dip my toe into a game, but for, like, my midnights or 3 a.m.s, like, that's too early. I can't stream before those. That's not enough time. And I think next week is a lot of 3 a.m.s, and oh, it just kind of hurts my ability to make the content I want to make. Ooh, that was the Challenger ticket. All right, let's go finish off this final battle, and then I think I'll be done for the afternoon. Rest my voice and put on some more Last Man on Earth. Alright, Tandy. Let's handle this final fight of the day. Give me a good NPC. Oh, the restaurant guy. Yeah, that's a solid NPC. Not exactly the most memorable NPC, but yeah, I'm good with the restaurant guy. Yeah, I at least respect him as a competitor. Ooh, Simi-Sage, huh? Alright, so you use the elemental monkeys. Alright. Dragonite might be good for all three of them. Yeah, the expedition's live, you say. Alright. Yeah, maybe tomorrow then. If the expedition's live, yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow is going to be, I might just hop into No Man's Sky instead of doing more Legends ZA or Bonanza. Because there's a bunch of Nintendo games that I'm keeping open as a possibility. Like, I would love to actually stream a playthrough of Metroid Dread. That's definitely on my list. Bonanza's a big one. I've always meant to play Odyssey. You bought that for me years ago, and I've still not gotten around to it. And I want to. I really want to. I just keep not getting around to it. It's one of those backlog games that I've just let fall to my backlog for no reason. Yeah, like, I know you know exactly what I mean. Like, a backlog, hard to fight that. Like, backlogs happen. All of his Pokemon use Protect. That's crazy. The harmonious flavors of my Pokemon were so perfect. It's an odd statement. I don't know what to make of that statement. Do you eat your Pokemon? Got a friend ball. I'm seeing a pattern here. You seem to get a rare Pokeball whenever you beat another tier of the Infinite ZA Royale. Alright, let me just look at that juicy number. Okay, my goal was 400, and I made it to 423. So I think I made it over my goal of the day. Whew, that was a lot of Pokemon battling. Oh, whoever decided that 1,000 battles to get the Shiny Charm was a good idea, they're assholes. Oh, I'm all for a grind in a game, but that feels excessive even for a grind. Like, that's a lot. I'm gonna do it because of the completionist in me. But that's a lot. But on that note, I had an absolute blast playing Legends ZA today and streaming again today, and both this morning with all the chat interaction, and then this time around having my buddy Leighton Regard in chat and Zach popping in. it has been absolutely delightful having in both of my streams back today genuine chat interaction and at least a couple viewers, if not more than that. I haven't actually looked at the view count. I have 3 viewers right now. That's very cool. I know some people would not be excited by seeing that, but I am very excited that I have 3 viewers. So thank you very much for anybody that has stuck around. That means the absolute world to me. Like, I am just an average schlub that likes playing video games, and I like talking about nerdy things. And yeah, thank you for sticking around, everybody. Like, seriously. And thank you, a special thank you to Zach Game for doing some shiny talk with me, and for Leighton Regard for just always being yourself. Great to see your face, dude, man. I don't know about that. Like, that's the weirdest adjustment, is having my face back on camera. Oh, but unfortunately, now that I have my setup set up again, maybe I'll be on camera again for D&D. Like, I don't know. We'll see. It'll depend on my mood. Because some days it's just like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna nude up and I'm not gonna have my webcam on. Like, it really depends on how hot it is. Because I heard that we're gonna be getting like a resurgence of heat maybe in the next couple of days. So we'll see. But in any case, to everybody that tuned in, I'll say it again. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you just want to be titties out. Jesus. I apologize to anybody. I don't like that word. But I will say it from time to time, but I don't like it. But yes, thank you to everybody. It means the world to me. I'm going to try to stream at least semi-regularly. There's not going to be like specific times, but I'm going to try to at least get a couple of streams in a week. Always work pending. It really is just work pending. Like, work is the thing that makes it so I don't want to make content. It's the thing that kills my enthusiasm. It's the thing that kills my joy. It's the thing that kills my energy. So juggling, being able to do it before work and on my days off are going to be the keys to me being able to stream consistently. So I'm going to be working on that. So tomorrow I have the day off of work. So I will try to get a morning stream and an afternoon stream in. The day after that, I think I might be able to get a morning stream in before work. I won't be able to get an afternoon one because I have D&D with friends. Unless that D&D game doesn't happen, because it sounds like that also might be a possibility, in which case maybe I'll be streaming with my buddy Patrick. We'll see. But in any case, to everybody, I'm going to try to make this my new sign-off tag. Copyright, maybe, I don't know. But live long and prosper, bitches. Have a good one.